And you know what I hated about this the whole time?
Little twirl.
Was that curl, man. I was like, come on, dude. Y'all didn't have to put the curl. Because this part was so slow and drawn out.
Yeah.
That curl was just so hairsprayed in there. I was just like, it just looked so stupid.
Yeah.
It just looked so stupid. And that's the review, folks.
In a nutshell. Welcome to Fresh Out. I'm JC.
And I'm Cude.
And we're fresh out of Superman.
James Gunn's Superman offers us a completely new take on the alien from Krypton, with his rambunctious companion Krypto helping lead the charge. Superman! So, this is James Gunn's new vision of the DC Universe.
Yeah.
So he did Peacemaker, right?
He did Peacemaker. He remade the Suicide Squad movie.
Which I liked.
Yeah.
I liked the remake of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
That was very entertaining.
Agreed.
I like James Gunn.
Me too. I
like him.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Some of my favorites.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
I feel like on those, right, you see a certain influence in this Superman. But does it translate? That's what we're going to talk about.
Does it translate?
Yeah.
So we have a very, I don't want to say stereotypical storyline to this. At least they don't do the intro to Superman again, because you know how like on Superman movies, Batman movies, and Spider-Man movies,
it's always an origin
we always
story.
get the origin.
Yeah,
there's no origin to this.
He knew that,
so
at least he's like, okay, we've seen the origin story a million times.
Yeah.
This is not an origin story.
We go right
this
into
is
it.
in the day. He's
we go
prime
right
time.
into it.
Yeah.
So we have Lex Luthor. Do you know the actor that played?
Nicholas Hoult, actually, which I would have not kind of pegged as the guy, but dude crushes it.
So we have Lex Luthor as his main villain.
Yeah.
And this is basically a movie about Lex Luthor crushing Superman.
Yeah, trying to crush Superman and doing a pretty good job of it.
And putting his own planet squad. Planet enforcement team.
Basically trying to prove that, like, is Superman, is he...
Well, you don't need Superman.
Exactly.
He's trying to prove you don't need Superman. He's trying to put in his own enforcement squad or whatever. His own. He's trying to put. What am I trying to say? Jesus Christ! He's trying to put in his own army. He's trying to put in his own army. So he's trying to get rid of Superman.
Yes.
That's what the movie's about. We have two things. We got Superman, and then we have the Justice Gang. And this movie is not just a Superman movie.
No.
It is a Superman movie and Justice Gang movie.
Yes,
and I'm saying Justice Gang because they never said a name. And that was the joke.
Exactly.
Their name was just Justice Gang.
Yeah, they kept saying that and they were like, okay,
So, yeah.
So I think, right, we're talking about some of these characters, right?
Yeah.
And I think when we think about the characters, right, at least when we were first seeing the trailer, seeing kind of the promotional stuff about it, it seemed like, dude, there's a lot of characters in this, right? Yeah. And when you see this film, you start to see there's a lot of characters that have a prime time spot, and then there's some that you wish had more time. And it's kind of overstuffed with characters because you're like, you know, for example, Frank Grillo is an example of somebody like Rick Flag Sr. I thought he would have a much bigger role. You'd see him for like 2 scenes.
So I think they were just trying to make... So this movie is filled with like Easter egg type things.
And I think also it's trying to set the foundation because James Gunn is like, I'm about to create this entire new DC universe.
That's what it is.
Let me set the foundational things to set up all these other shows
because you had Rick Flag Jr. or whatever on Suicide Squad.
Exactly.
RoboCop dude.
So I think one of the characters that I really liked that I think you and me, even when we were watching it, agreed, Nathan Fillion.
Guy Gardner,
right?
Yeah.
The Green Lantern, one of the Green Lanterns, and pretty much known as like the lowest on the rung of Green Lanterns.
Green Lanterns are actually like really powerful.
Well, no, they're like the OG, like powerful.
But Guy Gardner is just kind of an a-hole.
Yeah. He's
so
like he's the one who they employ to do all the shady stuff, where they're like, you know what? I need to get this like under the radar or whatever.
So he should have had a bigger role.
Should have had a much bigger
than
role.
the person that they actually gave the bigger role to.
I know,
Mr. Terrific,
and he was pretty great.
Mr. Terrific, was no, he wasn't pretty great. He was okay. So Mr. Terrific is like
he was Mr. Alright. Mr. Alright.
Well, he's like the Black Iron Man.
Yes,
he's super smart. He has all this money to fund all this different stuff. So he's like the black, super smart, rich dude. Iron Man version, right?
Yeah.
But this character for me just did not work as well as if they highlighted Guy Gardner, Nathan Fillion. I wish they would have did a reversal, because let's talk about the jokes.
Yeah. Let's go into the jokes. That's good.
Joke-wise, the only jokes that ever were even close to hitting was the Nathan Fillion, Guy Gardner jokes. Every other thing that was trying to be comical in this movie did not work.
It was so weird, too, because it seems so out of character for James Gunn. Usually, like, it's a different vibe, it's a different tone, like, as far as, but like the Peacemaker show, for example, obviously it's supposed to be all wacky and crazy and jokey, but like, I feel like he does a good job of, even in the Guardians movies, finding the line of like between heart and jokes and comic relief, and that just was not connecting. I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but everybody I've talked to objectively, I'm like, did you ever laugh? Like, and I'm not trying to say this to be critical, but I'm just saying, like,
the characters overall were just not memorable. Like Hawk Girl or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
I know her from Last of Us Season 2.
Isabel Merced.
Yeah.
She was like the Dora, the new Dora live action movie she was in.
Oh, she's in Dora the Explorer? She's Dora? Wow, that's crazy.
Dora in the Lost City, or what was it, Lost City of Gold or something? Yeah.
Okay, so that chick, I don't even remember her. The father and the mother of Superman, I don't even remember them.
They did that on purpose.
I don't even remember them.
Bradley Cooper makes a little...
Bradley Cooper is his dad, his alien dad, but like he's not...
He's barely in it,
He's out of it. Lois Lane, I can't even say if I like her as a character, because I don't really...
Rachel Brosnahan?
I have no idea. But I just have no connection to any of the characters of this movie. And that's part of the problem, because like with movies like Guardian of the Galaxy... You had a connection to Peter Quill. You had a connection to Gamora. You had a connection to Drax and all these people, right?
That's true.
And so this movie is lacking in character development, because basically Superman is just getting beat up the whole movie.
Yeah.
And so if that's his character development, I guess, him learning to get beat up and like rise above every time.
I think that's what they were going for. I think he was trying to show like vulnerability and like being able to take a punch and not punch back his power, and I get that as a message, but I feel like it just didn't quite translate in the way that if you look at Superman, he's supposed to be the most powerful guy in the DC universe.
Yeah.
So now that you're going to make him like
he was
a punching bag. He was a punching bag of the movie.
Dude. And then Lex Luthor was just like an annoying, like tech bro or something.
Yeah, I know.
He wasn't like.
He wasn't very hands-on, honestly. He was like Gru and his minions from like the Minion movies. He's like, minions here.
It was comical. It was comical, and by making Lex Luthor comical, it makes him mean nothing. It makes him not a villain, because like it's not, there's no stakes involved. When you make your villain comical, you make your villain not non-threatening.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And so that was the big thing with the characters. But with the overall look of the movie, I will say that Jim Gunn. I call him Jim. I call him Jimmy Gunn. Jimmy G is what we call him.
Jimmy G.
So with James Gunn's vision of like, it was more colorful,
Yes.
It was way more
Oh, man,
vibrant.
It popped. It was so vibrant.
So
One of the most
we saw
vibrant
this
movies.
movie 3D. We saw this movie
And
3D.
Yeah, man.
And it was very like vibrant, colorful. Everything was popping. Like you cannot go to sleep during this movie, right?
No. Costume design, set design.
I
It's
like all of this.
Yeah.
I like the design. I like the color palette.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The action. The action was well done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There were some action scenes that were definitely, it felt comic book-esque, right? It's kind of like video game level, like,
So this is what it is. If we're gonna base this against Zack Snyder DC universe, right?
Yeah, which I think a lot of people will.
If we're gonna base it against Christopher Nolan DC universe, you know what I mean? Way more realistic, way more grimy. The palette and the color is just all dark.
Yeah.
Some people like that.
Yes.
Some people want a brighter tone. Superman has been known comic book wise to be a brighter, to be a more vibrant thing, right?
Yeah.
And so all that works. The color and the look of this movie, spot on, 10 out of 10.
Yep, absolutely.
The look of this movie, 10 out of 10. Action, I'm not going to say 10 out of 10, but action, he was just getting beat up too much.
Well, yeah, I know.
He was getting beat up too much. So action-wise, still at a high level.
Yeah.
So design, action-wise,
the execution of the action, I would say high level. Yeah.
High levels.
Totally.
Acting-wise, for what was given to the actors.
Yes, for sure. High level. I agree.
High level. Where this movie starts hitting the rocks.
Yeah.
Is in the tone.
The tone,
dude.
Man.
And the tone involves not only the jokes, which you brought up earlier, not hitting, but also the soundtrack, man.
Oh, so true. He's usually so known for his soundtrack.
Jimmy G on the streets. He's usually known for making banger soundtrack. I was at Target the other day, and I was going to buy Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack on vinyl.
Yeah.
Right? Just because it's such a good soundtrack.
Every time I would watch one of those Guardians movies, like the week after, I'd just be bound to the soundtrack would be just, I would Spotify it nonstop.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Right? There's literally 4 songs in this movie.
I honestly can't remember any
And there's literally 4 songs that you don't know. Unless you know them, you don't know them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so the problem with the tone overall is that James Gunn went in and didn't fully James Gunn it. I'm going to call it that.
Yeah,
he didn't fully go James Gunn.
So here's what I would say, too.
He did James Gunn, but he did, like, I still want to kind of make it serious at times, but then I still want to add in jokes. But then I still want to have music in there, but I don't want to have music all the time. But then I want to have... It was kind of not... I would have rather him went all the way James Gunn, silly.
I feel like so here's the thing that I think could be tough is we see it. You could tell immediately from the color scheme, from the I don't know. You could just tell it's James Gunn just on the surface, right?
Yeah.
But when you actually start to dissect it, it's not, I think, a story that James Gunn is used to telling. Because I was talking to Cude about this earlier, which was when you see Marvel movies, right? You have the Captain America movies and you have the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, and they're completely different vibes. Yeah. And if you try to take the vibe of a Guardians of the Galaxy movie and force it into a Captain America movie, I don't know if that's going to work, right? And I feel like that's kind of what happened here is he's James Gunn, so he's going to do his James Gunn thing as far as like, you got to have some comic relief. We're going to do what we need to do here to put my brand on it. But if I need to tell the story of like the Superman, this new Superman who is
he's rebooting a whole universe. That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and he's the new head of DC, so this is essentially supposed to be the start of an entire new universe, introducing a bunch of different characters, introducing a bunch of different things. Because it's that's what I'm saying. Like it can be a tough thing. Like it's a lot of criticisms that I think we saw after we watched it was it's overstuffed. It tonally is kind of ambiguous because it wants to be so many different things. And I feel like it shows. It shows. And I can respect the fact that he took a huge, like a big different take on Superman that's a more vulnerable, more, weak, but I'm like, I think a lot of the people, they're going to have gripes about, like, there might be, like, wokeness and, like, there's all these other political things. But actually, I don't care about any of those perceived things.
I wouldn't even call this movie woke, though.
I know, that's what I mean.
Because Superman has always been the most clean.
Exactly. He's always the most clean cut, one. He's like
he's the most woke guy ever.
Yeah, so that's what you would expect. So that's why I'm saying, like,
he doesn't push any boundaries. Superman's so vanilla. Superman is the vanilla-est flavor of superhero ever. In the DC universe, you have Metropolis and you have Gotham City, right? Mm-hmm. They are both in the same universe, but they are both different feels.
Yeah.
Right? Metropolis is brighter. It's more Marvel-ish. Metropolis is Spider-Man, and you know what I mean?
Yes, it
brighter.
Feels,
it's a brighter. You got the newspaper. I don't know what it's called, the Daily Planet.
The Daily Planet.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Metropolis is the Marvel of DC. This is how they should do it. Gotham City, that's where the grimy stuff happens. That's where the sketchy stuff happens. DC, do that. Do Metropolis stuff and like extra dimensions and stuff like that, Marvel style. Do that Marvel style, right?
Yeah, you
that works.
Might as well. That's what I was going to say too.
Do that Marvel style.
The portals, like, just like multiple.
The Gotham City stuff, keep that grimy, gritty, Sopranos style stuff. Yeah. Keep it that style. And I think this universe can work.
Yeah.
But if they want James Gunn to go in there and like fully retcon the whole universe and make things different, it's not going to work. No. Take all the fun characters, put them in Metropolis. Gotham City is for the gangsters and the lowlifes. And that's how they should do it. If they did that, this universe can work. But let's get back to Superman and let's score this. Yeah, let's score this. Are you going first this time? I think I went first last time.
Okay, I'll go first this time.
Yeah.
All right. So I know a lot of people love this, and I'm not saying I didn't love it. But
well, we didn't look up the audience score. So
okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like
it was high though. It was like 90 something.
I remember
it was like 95.
I definitely saw something
like 95%. The last time we looked.
Yeah. We haven't looked up recently. Like, I feel like it was something where
this is a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
This is a crowd pleaser.
It was between
movie.
8 and 9. So a lot of people are giving between 8 and 9, and that's critics and audiences.
Yeah.
The more I've thought about it, the more I'm like, okay, what did it do right? What did it do wrong? What was it trying to do? I'm gonna actually go a 7.
You're gonna go a 7.
I was on the 6, but I was like kind of towards the top of the 6, so I'll go 7. The more I thought about it, I'm like,
this is definitely not a bad movie.
No,
it's well made.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as like the design, what it was trying to do, the tone was where I got lost. But I understand like how tough of a task it is to kind of live in both worlds where like I want to be James Gunn, but I need to tell a heartfelt story that needs to be earnest with not too much comic relief. Because then I feel like that can take away from like the serious kind of the not blandness,
Superman's
but
a little bit more serious.
The straight edge Superman, right?
Superman's not silly. You
exactly.
know what I mean?
If you make it too silly, then all of a sudden it's not really Superman anymore. So 7 out of 10 for me.
7 out of 10.
What do we think it could?
All right. So there were things that were done very well in this movie. Design, loved it. Action, it was good. It was good action.
Yeah.
Outside of that, there were a lot of missteps. You know what I mean? That I am a Man of Steel fan. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I like the darker tone of Superman. And so that is going to bring my score down a little bit because I actually do like a darker tone for DC because it differentiates it from Marvel, just Marvel. We all know what Marvel is.
Yeah.
So I am going to give this movie a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 is not bad.
That's not bad.
Because it's above average. Mid is average.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
6 out of 10 is above average. I wouldn't necessarily give it a 7 because 7 is good. This movie is not bad.
Oh, he had to catch himself.
Well, this movie is not bad.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I can't say, and this movie is not mid.
Yeah.
But it's not good. I will never watch this movie again.
I don't know. The only reason I would rewatch
I will never watch this movie again.
To be like, is there something I missed?
Maybe after a couple of bong rips, I'll watch this when it comes on Max.
There we go.
Right?
I'll get a rewatch later for that reason.
But outside of that,
because it'll be on Max probably. Yeah, that's a good point.
And just to test out my system.
Yeah,
like this is a test out your system movie. This is a test out.
Absolutely.
You got Dolby Atmos. You got 8K or whatever.
Yeah.
You want to test out this movie.
Let's
buy the 8K DVD if that even exists. Whatever that is, right?
Yeah.
This is a test out your system. This is a beautiful movie.
It is.
Right?
It is.
It's a beautiful. The CGI is very good.
Amazing.
Very well done.
Yeah.
So, but it's a 6 out of 10, guys.
So that brings us to I give it a 7, you give it a 6, so the fresh out score is a 6.5.
Yeah, we're doing 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5. So
that's not a bad score. That's not a bad score at all.
Better than average. This is a better than average movie.
That's I think a fresh
this
tomato.
Is a
I don't
movie.
know.
Is it a movie worth going to the theaters? See, I would say on a discount day.
Yes.
Whatever your discount day is.
the $5 Tuesday or whatever.
And I think you can still do IMAX or you can do 3D at a discount.
And if you have AMC A-list, yeah.
Now, if you have AMC A-list.
Might as well.
Then you can see whatever you want anytime, any day.
Yeah. So like
sponsor us. But like if you're just a regular person that only sees one movie every couple of months.
Yeah.
Superman is definitely worth seeing on a Tuesday or Wednesday or a Sunday, whatever your discount day is, and then getting the most expensive ticket. So $10 or whatever it would be to see IMAX 3D. I'm Cude.
I'm JC.
And this has been Fresh Out.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.
See ya.